Good afternoon. How are you all today? This is Tea Time with Tish, where I'll be dishing the tea in 10 over here at TLC. So, a couple weekends I've actually been out and about, so I've done Facebook Live. So today I am actually doing a video, so all of my friends out there in the web land can benefit from Tea Time with Tish if you're not following me on Facebook. So today, this is what we're talking about. Chewy. Can you see that? This is an amazing product right here, and I'm about to tell you why. I've been using this, of course, as a meal replacement because it's 70% protein. And what I found out when I was actually on my weight loss journey, I was using it also at night when I kind of had those hunger pains and I was kind of used to eating, at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. I would take me a couple of Chewy and it would actually curb my hunger pains. So that actually helped me a lot to get through my, weight loss journey and not actually be like hungry or starving or anything like that. So now I just take it as a meal supplement. But as I was doing my research for today's Tea Time with Tish, I found out some other wonderful health benefits of taking the Chewy. Now remember, I told you it's 100% spirulina, which is a superfood found in the ocean. It's like a blue algae. And you find it a lot of times in like green smoothies. If you ever go to like one of the smoothie shops and you get a green smoothie, you will see that it might have wheatgrass, barley, and something called spirulina. That's this. But what I did not know that I am going to share with you today are 10 other benefits of taking the spirulina. So one, of course, is that it detoxes heavy metals out of our bodies. According to the World Health Organization, the United States is one of the countries that is affected most by inorganic arsenic. And if you recall, maybe in the very beginning, but I did a video where I talked about things that were in our water. And one of the things that they find in our water is arsenic if you drink tap water. And that's why they tell you to try to drink filtered water or to filter the water or bottled water. But filtered water is better because that way you save the planet by not throwing away your plastic bottles unless you recycle. Just a small plug for that. But anyway, spirulina actually does detox our bodies from heavy metals. Another thing that I found out is that it eliminates yeast. We naturally have yeast in our mouth and our colon, and women, we know that sometimes we suffer from yeast infections because our pH balance gets off, which of course causes the yeast to overgrow. Now, what I also, and I knew this before, is that when you actually have a diet that's rich in sugar, or other unnatural ingredients like starches and fried foods and things like that, yeast actually feeds off of that and continues to grow. And this is what I do know from actually going to, talk to you about it again, going back to the holistic doctor. They told me I had a leaky gut. And so when I kind of did some research about leaky gut, and then when I was doing research today, come to find out leaky gut is from an overgrowth of yeast as well as other things, all that sludge and stuff going on in your colon. So Chewy actually helps to put the body back in alignment to balance out the pH level to help eliminate the overgrowth of yeast. So another thing that I found out, and I know this probably is true because there's a young lady in our company that was diagnosed with HIV, and she's been taking the products, and she has actually been declared HIV undetectable, which means her T cells are so, I don't know exactly how it works, but it actually means that, it's undetectable in her system. Well, come to find out, the Chewy actually helps to lower or raise, I can't remember exactly what it said, the T cell levels, so that way the HIV doesn't convert over to AIDS. And the study said that half of the people that were given the Chewy and half that were given the placebo, they showed a big difference in their T cell levels and their viral load. The ones with the spirulina, actually either their viral load lowered or remain stable, and the ones with the placebo, it increased. So there's some information for you. It actually helps to prevent cancer. The University of Maryland Medical Center actually did a study where they were injecting the pancreatic cancer cells with spirulina and found that the spirulina actually helped to split off the cells and kill off, the cancer. So instead of us waiting until we have cancer or have something like that, let's take the Tichui to actually try to prevent cancer, as well as, of course, change our diet. The spirulina also has an anti-hypertensive effect, which lowers the blood pressure. So, I haven't ever really had high blood pressure, but I have noticed that when I, because from time to time I go get my blood pressure checked just to make for sure, it has remained at somewhere around the 98/60 mark, instead of at the what they consider normal 120/70. And I'm really, starting to see like, okay, maybe that is true about the Tichui. So it does lower blood pressure. It reduces cholesterol. It has been shown to prevent atherosclerosis, which is, of course, that all that plaque and stuff in your arteries in your heart that makes your cholesterol go up. Yeah, well, they tried to tell me that I was trying to, get high cholesterol. Well, yeah, I shut that down, taking my products. It lowers, Tichui also lowers the chance of stroke, which, of course, goes back to reducing cholesterol and lowering the blood pressure. Dr. Oz actually talked about Tichui as boosting the energy, which I really didn't know that, which I'm always, my energy level is always kind of up there. So I just attribute it to taking all of my supplements. But Tichui actually does boost the energy, especially if you take it in the mornings. I did know about it speeding up the weight loss, but what I didn't know, besides curbing the hunger, that it, of course, maintains the lean tissue in your body. And the lean tissue, of course, contributes to burning the extra fat off of your body. And then lastly, which kind of goes back to balancing out the yeast in our bodies, because yeast can actually cause sinus issues. And the Tichui actually helps to relieve sinus problems. And I've noticed since the temperature has been going up and down, usually every year at this time, I get a sinus infection without fail every year. But this year, nope, no sinus infection. And we've had warm weather, we've had cold weather, we've had in-between weather. And I haven't had any problems with my sinuses. So now I'm saying, okay, it must be the Tichui, because I take it faithfully every morning. Plus, it's my meal replacement. Like I said earlier, I don't do breakfast, so I take my Tichui because it is a 70% protein. So with that, I will sign off, because I have given you all the benefits of taking a Tichui, which is 100% spirulina, 70% protein, and all these other wonderful health benefits that even I did not know about. So this is Letitia A. Mathis. Oh, and by the way, we do not make any medical claims. We do not claim to cure or mitigate any diseases. However, I am benefiting. Friends and family around me are benefiting, and others in our company are benefiting from these products. So if you want to check out more, go to my website at thehealthydreamer.com, or inbox me, email me at teatimewithtish@gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions about our products. So until next week, I'll talk to you later, and have a great weekend.